J-Lo snark, one of our favorite activities. I'm sorry. Is that mean? That's mean. It is a little bit. But I will say this is really just retaliation because she's the one that said she doesn't like Virgos. And as a Virgo sun with Mercury and Virgo, I feel I have a right to defend myself by snarking on her. Okay. She started this feud. All right. So, according to OK Magazine, Jennifer Lopez's latest heartache, actress and Brett Goldstein's undeniable chemistry fizzles, source claims. Didn't we already get that in a tarot T reading? We saw the writing on the tarot T walls. Jennifer Lopez is said to be alone again after ending a brief off screen romance with Brett Goldstein, with sources telling OK the singer and actor ultimately failed to meet her exacting standards following her split from Ben Affleck. Are they calling him a singer and actor? I thought he was like a comedian and actor. Anyway, I think what they're trying to say is Brett Goldstein didn't meet her exacting standards. Yikes. Lopez, 56, and Goldstein, 46, are said to have grown close while filming the upcoming romantic comedy Office Romance, where their on screen chemistry is said to have translated into a short lived real life connection. I think we got populationship, didn't we? The couple was first linked during production, with insiders suggesting the relationship developed in the wake of Lopez's separation from Affleck, 53, in 2024. While the involvement was never publicly confirmed, reports of closeness behind the scenes quickly circulated, including claims the two spent time together privately during filming, blah, blah, blah. Let's pull the tarot D cards and see what happened. What really happened between these two, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Let's get JLo's energy first. JLo's energy in this situation. The Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles everywhere today? I feel like it's in like every reading I've been doing. Younger, immature, money focused. Well, that's JLo. I think she thinks of him. Well, he's younger. He's a decade younger than her. Let's clarify this. Did she feel that he was just after her for clout? I mean, he worked on Ted Lasso. His career is booming. I don't know. It's a little weird. So let me get a clarifier on this Page of Pentacles for JLo. The Strength card, the Leo card. Stop. It's her. The Leo card is saying this is her. Okay, so allegedly for entertainment purposes only, I think that this younger energy is commenting on how JLo can be a little immature. So she is, yeah, she's a little immature, and Page of Pentacles, it's like always looking for the next thing. Page of Pentacles energy traditionally would be someone who's like young and like climbing the ladder. And you can't fault them for that because they're making their way in the world, right? Like the Page of Pentacles is just they're new. They're the intern. They got to learn some things. They're going to mess up sometimes. You give them grace because it's part of it, right? With somebody who is in JLo's position showing up as the Page of Pentacles, that's such an odd card to get, especially clarified by the Leo Strength card, because this is someone who really is not in alignment with who they are. They don't see themselves accurately. So this is someone who sees themselves as like this amazing Leo energy. You know, I am the queen of the jungle. I am the lioness. I am the star of every show I've ever been on. I am the spotlight in every room. Like everyone has just been waiting for me. If I show up late, who cares? Because I was the show anyway. You know, it's an attitude. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like, but she acts very insecure. She acts like someone who isn't where they want to be. Because if you think about it, people who are really successful and like secure, they tend to be very like good with themselves. They're supportive. They don't need the spotlight in every room because they feel good about themselves. So it's like an ego that's really out of whack. She maneuvers in a way that is more emotionally immature, and specifically in business with the Page of Pentacles. Well, and this was a workplace romance, so that makes sense. Oh my God. Okay. Brett Goldstein, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What's his energy in this JLo relationship? What was his role to play? This is such a long podcast episode, you guys, but I kind of love it. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, he was working hard. You guys, he was focused on his work. So interesting that he shows up, though, as someone who's got their head down and is really focused, wanting to continue to build. 8 is about power. He is feeling like he has some power in his career and he wants to keep building on that. This is very grounded energy. I think he's like a Virgo moon. I know he has some Virgo in his chart, which is so funny because she's talked about not liking Virgos. I bet he confirmed it for her. Page of Pentacles, for her to be this, him to be the 8 of Pentacles. This is just such a different attitude. This is like her showing up with the Leo energy, being like, okay, like, do you have everything I needed in my trailer? Like, where is all my stuff? Like, yeah, I'm a little late, but like I needed to get my hair perfect. And if my hair doesn't look perfect, like what's the point of y'all even being here? Like I'm the reason this is even going to be a success. Like that attitude. He just doesn't always say it. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that's the attitude. Very immature, not professional. 8 of Pentacles is like, okay, like I am just here to make sure everything stays on schedule. I'm working hard. I want things to be successful. I'm willing to put in the work. Very grounded, very focused. So when one person's like this, the other person is like this, yeah, eventually that's gonna clash. That's gonna grate on anybody, specifically the 8 of Pentacles person. Okay, what caused the split? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. How did it all go down? The 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, guys, so funny. I was just saying these are 2 different energies. Yes, confirming the T. One person's operating one way. This is so funny because it does have a lot to do with work. I do wonder if there was a publicationship involved, like they were supposed to maybe last through the press tour at least, and I don't think they could do it. 2 of Pentacles is like one person operates in this one way, big ego, burns bridges, little lacking self-awareness. Sorry, but okay. I don't want to hammer down her too hard, but you know. And then with Brett Goldstein, it's like head down, working hard, not afraid to work the late hours behind the scenes, realizes that the whole team has to contribute for things to work, a team player. 2 of Pentacles is like just one was over here on this side, one was on this side. Not a match, didn't work out. They couldn't find any sort of balance between their two polar opposite approaches to work. And it's so crazy because they did meet in a work environment. They never should have done this. Anything else about how the whole thing imploded? Oh my God. All for fun. Ooh, yikes. Okay. The 9 of Swords, lots of anxiety. I think that this connection caused both of them so much anxiety. I think that both knew that it wasn't right from the start. Oh, this card flew out, you guys, and it flew out in the reverse. So I will be taking this one in the reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse. This is my cup runneth over with love and joy and happiness in reverse. So I think that this is like a situation where in the beginning, I think when they both met, it was like, I do think there was a real spark. I think that both were like kind of enamored, fascinated by the other. And then as they got to know each other better, the balance was not there. They're really different people. Like you couldn't really be more different than these two. Watch one of his comedy specials if you're wondering, because I cannot imagine it with JLo. Um, so it went from this like kind of puppy love at first sight type of feeling that they both had. I mean, I'm going to say that with the Ace of Cups in reverse to this like nightmare energy with the 9 of Swords. So hopefully they learned a valuable lesson and they'll be able to take that with them. All right, guys, this was fun. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, like I said, to like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps me out so much, helps my channel grow, and it can help me do things like hire more editors and get more high quality content out to you guys, which is always going to be my goal. All right, I love you. Sending you the biggest hug. You've got this, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.